All right, Pure TCG back here with another deck profile. Just got done with the Sioux Falls Regional. Ended up taking it down, getting second place, only losing last round to the first place winner, which was the K9 Christian. Unfortunately, bricked games 1 and 3, but overall it was a great day, especially for switching to this deck last minute. Kind of switched about 4 or 5 days before the tournament, so pretty good success, I would say, to say the least. So we got the nice, beautiful mat, another deck box, and real quick, we'll get into some shout outs. First shout out to the Dueling Academy house, Hunter, Abala, Andy, all of them, Ryan, testing with me, Ryan Gaskins, and we got Ryan Rockwell, Caitlin, all of them as well, testing with me as well. Let me get ready for this regional, helping me out, especially getting me cards. That was huge. A lot of people kind of just threw cards at me to help get the deck ready. Huge shout out to Scott and Robinson. Robinson was going to lend me the entire deck and let me test with it even before I was able to get my hands on the cards. So that was super helpful. Everybody else as well, I apologize if I forgot anybody. Let's go ahead and just jump into this profile. So I ended up playing, as you can probably see from the title, Yummy Mitsurugi. I apologize if there's a little bit of a glare here, but just normal standard Yummy core. You got 3 of each, 3 cookies, 3 Lollipo, 3 Cupsy. Just need to max out on the names. Best to see their extenders, their starters. Just going through it. Only playing 1 field spell, playing the minion. Tried to keep it as close to 40 as possible. This list ended up being 41, so it didn't end up having room for the second field spell. I'm not a huge fan of a Croaky anyway, so I play the second minion, but this deck doesn't have a problem pushing for damage because you have the Mitsurugi cards that are just huge anyway, so you can kind of push. You can keep pushing through boards. One surprise, really wish I could find room for a second one. Like I said, I switched this deck kind of last minute, so didn't get a chance to mess around with too many ratios. Still playing Triple Engage and Hornet Drones, just easily one of the best starters in the deck, just to go through the full combo without even having to use your normal summon, especially if you open a name with this package. Pretty much lets you play through every hand trap in the game. Now, for the Mitsurugi portion, this is your Obedience School. You got 3 Habakiri. I'll go through the combo just at the very end here on how you bridge these 2 engines. But Habakiri is just an amazing 1-card starter. You got the Destroyer of the Mirror Match right here in the Mirakumo. Super small engine, as small as you can for the Mitsurugi, just 1 of each of the small guys' names. You don't need any more. 3 Prayers. Prayers is not a 1-card starter. You can't bridge Prayers unless you kind of have a weird, awkward hand or open somewhat decently to bridge the actual Mitsurugi into the Yummy portion of it. So Haba is the only true 1-card starter to bridge the engine from Mitsurugi into the Yummy. So just heads up on that. And then just 1 Ritual. And then last piece of engine is your combo piece, which is the Snake Eye Birch. You can probably already tell with this what is grabbing this with the Infernal Banshee in the extra deck, but that's your bridge piece. Never side it out. It will come up as soon as you attempt to side it out, which I found out very early in the regional. So just always keep him in. He's a 1-card starter as well with any hand trap. Just normal hand trap, go into El Mirage, summon it, go full Yummy combo from there, and then the Yummy can bridge in the Mitsu. Non-engine wise, you got Talents, Called By, Triple Droplets. And then we're playing Droplet because we have less room for non-engine, so somewhat more of a board breaker approach. And Droplet just fits the bill for that. But everyone complains, well, what if they have an Arc Light on field? Well, at that point, you're going to be able to push through the Arc Light, especially with the second engine. So there's no reason why even having an Arc Light on field would even matter. So you can push through without having to send a monster from your hand. Especially with all of the quick play spells, you can kind of get extra value out of the Droplet. And then Called By, because this deck does lose to Fua itself, so you want just multiple answers to Fua, as many as you can. Speaking of which, we're on 6 Charmies, 3 Fua, 3 Perulia, and then the anti-Charmy, which is Ash. Did make a misplay in the last round of the regional, round 3, game 3. Ended up ashing kind of a nonsensical card and let him full Kanon combo me. So just be careful when you're dropping that ash. Sometimes it's just better just to save it for your turn. Then let's go through the extra deck here. Just got a bunch of random tokens and nonsense there. 3 Snatchy. I thought about cutting one of this. There's one card I did miss in the extra deck, which was Link Spider. But the third one does come up. You run through 2 in your first combo, and then you need the third one to have follow-up plays on the next turn if they end up like semi-cracking your board. Got 1 of each of the Synchros. Don't need any more. 1 Metal Marcher to go into your 2 Herald. You need to play 2 in this version because the first one is your bridge. You end up making it in the EMZ, and then you link it off for the gravity controller, and that's how you bridge the Yummy engine. So you're ending, before you bridge, when you nib check, you have Lollipo, Yummy Way, and the Cupsy Yummy Way on field, and then you're making the Herald of Arclight. And then from there, that's your nib checkpoint. If they don't nib you, if they try and interact with you any other way, like with Canine cards, you can go ahead and start tagging these out and then make the cookie on your turn as well to go ahead and book the Canine cards to make sure that they're not making a Ripper on your turn. So we got Elmirage. Need the 1 card starter with the Birch. If you draw any of the Charmies, turn 1, Kagari. This card's insane in this version. Obviously, we are running the Called By. Set that a couple extra times, as well as being able to reset prayers. Does come up quite a bit with this. Got SP Little Knight, and then the Infernal Flame Banshee. This is your bridge for Mitsurugi into the Yummy. And then, obviously, the Gravity Controller as well. Then, side deck-wise, let's flip this around. Still respected Crystron and Malice. Malice is still just a super powerful deck, so you just want to play the Outsum as well as Raizo and Mitsurugi. That deck is still just strong, so you play the 3 Droll to go along with it. And then we have the 1 Harpies, 3 evenly matched. The evenly matches came up all day. This deck pretty much blows most of the decks game 1 out of the water unless they are going over top of you, like with the Mitsurugi, Raizo, or the Malice. So game 2, you're going to be able to side this in and then just stop all their shenanigans from there. 3 Judgments. You are still playing Yummy. People are going to side in spell card board breakers. Judgment, just stop them all. Another Judgment that's searchable, which is the Purification. And then just a 1 of Blowout card being the Anti-Spell Fragrance. The sideboard was definitely the weakest part of my deck, in my opinion. I didn't get enough practice in with the actual sideboard pattern, so getting all the cards sided in and sided out was a little rough. Obviously, when you're going second, you can side out like 1 of each of the names besides Cupsy, the Lollipo, and the Cookie, but definitely needs some work there if you want to continue to expand this deck, or if you're thinking about taking this deck to a regional. Real quick, let's run through just the combo on how to bridge the engines from the Mitsurugi side. Obviously, it's easy from the Yummy side. You can just start going through your full combo, make the Arclight and EMZ, just link it off, and then you're good to go from there. That Arclight can search you the Ritual if you already have like the Marakumo in hand, or it can just straight up search the Habakiri, and then obviously it's just normal Mitsurugi stuff from there. The one thing different with if you're going this way is you only get a Ritual summon once in this version, or in this line, just in how the combo plays work out, if you just open Haba and nothing else. So standard line, you'll go Haba. Haba effect will send the Saji. Saji adds Ritual. You will go ahead and then Ritual from deck, sending the Haba to special summon Marakumo. Haba will activate, adding the prayers. So this is hand, this is on field. You go ahead and activate the prayers, tributing off the Marakumo to go ahead and add your name. Generally, I just added Kusanagi, and then pay your 800 to special back the Saji. So this is used, this is in hand. Next, you will be activating the Marakumo to re-special summon himself, searching yourself another copy of prayers, so that way you always have that in rotation. You can summon your Kusanagi here. You can add back your ritual if you want for your turn. I usually just added back the prayers. This is also then your discard. If the rest of your hand is all hand traps, you can discard this for the Cupsy Way. You go ahead and overlay these into your Infernal Flame Banshee. Just always summon in defense. No reason not to. Then detaching one from there, you had your Birch, special Birch. Link this off into the copy of Gravity Controller. Level 1, synchro off into your Cupsy, and you're good to go. Like I said, you have your free discard fodder in the same combo, so you don't need to worry about, you can burn all other cards. You can send them all off of Droplet if you need to, and Haba just gives you your one card into everything. So that's pretty cool that it all does it in one little contained engine. Otherwise, that should be it for the video. Peace. Make sure you like, subscribe. Have a great day.